Nearly all of Minnesota is under some sort of winter advisory or warning. Crystal Public Works crews are preparing by doing something they typically do in the spring. Here's reporter Sonia Goins.
December is abnormal to get rain.
The rest of the week is not going to be pretty. The Twin Cities is bracing for a wintry mix of rain, snow, and ice. But it's the rain that is most concerning for the Crystal Public Works Department.
In a rain event like in December, it'll block the water from getting into the catch basin and causing a road hazard, whether it be an ice or localized flooding.
Crystal Utilities Supervisor Patrick Seeley says when crews snowplow the streets, all the snow is pushed to the curbs, which is where the stormwater catch basins are located.
We plow curb to curb so the snow blocks the catch basins, which then in a rain event like in December, it'll block the water from getting into the catch basin.
So now crews are racing against Mother Nature, clearing catch basins before all the rain, snow, and ice hit the area. It's a complicated process. Crews first have to locate the drains by using GPS.
We have over 2,500 drains to clean that we've been working on since Monday.
And then to really zone in, workers use metal detectors.
When we get a hit, then we shovel that out, and then if it's frozen, then we got to bring out the steamer units and thaw them out with hot water.
It's a tedious task, but Crystal officials say it's worth it if they can prevent flooding and icy roads.
Even if there's one frozen drain, it can create a lot of issues.
In Crystal, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
Crystal Public Works officials say residents can help them out by calling and alerting them about any blocked catch basins. There are big changes coming to the Brooklyn Park City Council as 4 council members and the mayor will be leaving their seats. Monday night was the last Brooklyn Park City Council meeting of the year, and the 5 outgoing elected officials were recognized for their service. They had some parting words for the incoming council.
I just want to let the new city council people that are coming in to remember this, and this is my opinion. It's not us against city staff. We work better if we work as a team.
You guys have heard us debate on this dais and this council. But one thing that has always stood true is that we respected each other.
It's important, I think, that you commit to this all the way if you do this job. And you never lose sight that you do it for the community, not for yourself.
Also not returning to the council, council members Winford Russell and Tanya West Hafner, who both said they intend to stay and continue to work in Brooklyn Park. Meanwhile, the outgoing mayor of Brooklyn Center says he's grateful for the time spent serving on the council. From a pandemic to redevelopment challenges to the fatal officer shooting of Dante Wright. Mayor Mike Elliott reflected on the issues the city has faced over his 4-year term.
So many of these issues grip all of us in different ways. And I know that I came in as mayor not knowing a whole lot. But I learned a lot, and I grew from it. And I think we all have learned a lot.
Elliott and fellow council member Dan Ryan are wrapping up 4-year terms. Elliott was not reelected, losing to fellow council member April Graves. Current Osseo School Superintendent Corey McIntyre will be officially the new superintendent of Anoka-Hennepin Schools. McIntyre revealed to CCX News that his contract has been approved, but he says leaving Osseo won't be easy.
I'm very happy here in Osseo. That was probably the one opportunity that caught my attention just because of my time there and the wonderful experience I had growing as a leader in that district.
McIntyre previously held a couple of leadership roles in the Anoka-Hennepin district, including assistant superintendent. However, his work for Osseo schools isn't done. Like other districts, there are significant challenges, including helping students move past a long pandemic. There's also inflationary pressures. We asked him about the possibility of more education funding when the legislature convenes in January.
What we've seen the last few years is the cost of doing business, kind of like in any business, has gone up, and the state funding has remained relatively flat. So if we continue to get 2% a year, but we're, because of inflation, spending 3% or more, that's not sustainable. So we really do need to push on the legislature to help us fully fund and make sure we can provide all the instructional and supports that each and every student needs.
McIntyre will begin his work as Anoka-Hennepin superintendent in July. Students at Osseo High School are getting an opportunity to learn a new language thanks to a partnership with a local college. Here's Jason Melillo with our school spotlight.
ASL 1 is a lively and fun class
I always like party because you dance and kind of.
in which students learn American Sign Language.
I'll typically start with like a greeting when we have an assignment. I'll be like, oh, good morning. Like, I'm going to sign something today.
But this class at Osseo High School almost didn't happen.
Every year in January, our students register for classes for the following school year, and we offered ASL 1 last year. And then, we're like super excited. We have 3 sections and we're going to move forward with this. And then all summer long looking for a teacher, couldn't find a teacher.
Rather than give up, Osseo staff reached out to North-Hennepin Community College.
When Osseo couldn't find an ASL teacher, they contacted us knowing about our program.
The result is an online course taught by a North-Hennepin professor. Osseo students get 1 assignment a week and work at their own pace.
I think that higher education and secondary education is changing, and this is just how we are filling the holes.
Students can earn college credits, and next year Osseo is planning to offer another ASL class as well. They say sign language is a skill they can use regardless of what direction they take in the future.
It can be found anywhere. So while I might not go into a profession with it, I still want to know so I can be like, oh, that person might have a hard time. Or like a client comes in, I might want to talk to them in sign language.
In Osseo, Jason Melillo, CCX News.